Morning, guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. In the introduction, of course, we covered the domains of life, um, the analogies, as well as what the Ahn Rho Project is all about, and that you can find in my previous live streams. I'm not going to cover it, but basically, in short, it's a self-therapeutic multimedia project for me to solve the problems and challenges in my life, as well as a self-improvement process for me to reach the heights and goals set for basically everyone, as well as myself. And we're just going to work towards this together. I have a new bio on YouTube, so if you want to check that out to get a better snapshot of what it is, it's just a single line. In short, we're just working together to solve this mystery puzzle of life. Whatever horrifying, nightmarish circumstances you may find yourselves in, as well as any positive ambitions and goals and objectives you set for yourself in terms of health and relationships and finance and just meaning and purpose. So that's just a very quick snippet of what the Our Project is sort of about. Again, since January 2017, all the way till just January 2020, there are 3 years of introductions with different versions. You can check that out if you want an in-depth description. Now, I'm just going to jump ahead, all right, and dive right into the content because I don't want to waste any more time. I've gone into, I finally covered on the Hour Project one of the main tasks, which we will cover again today, as well as in previous live streams, is that I can basically cover one thing and then write it off and not have to cover it over again. This is one of the main key objectives that I want to do when starting the Hour Project several years ago, even when I was way back when I was a kid. That was decades ago. But the point is, at this point, I finally made it to the certain point in the project where I can just write off whatever I've done once and then not have to cover it again. So what do we have in this first of 2 live streams today, 15 minutes each back to back? This first live stream, you can see a lot of photography right here. We have a lot of just food items. And so one thing I actually mentioned, I just realized I have the wrong photograph up. And so that's gonna make things a little bit ugly. There we go, that's the right one. So now you can actually see what's up on camera. I apologize for that. But you can see there's some gift items, some treats. We have some grocery items, some drinks. We have some cooking that I did at the very bottom. Right there you see a burst snapshot of health supplements and bananas, oatmeal. I also made my lunch, which you don't see right now, but it's a sandwich, and we'll talk about that as well. And grocery items include also some junk food, some chips, and a backdrop, as well as some bananas. Oh, bananas are right there. And finally, the 2 treats, top left-hand side, are for my colleagues. One of my colleagues had, I believe, her anniversary or birthday. And so, long story short, we're going to cover all of this and all the photography that's instilled with it. Lots of photographs, a lot of data management, a lot of trying to file all this photography away before I do something creative with it. And we have roughly about 80 photographs, and so let's just get started. So I'm gonna remove most of these right now and just start straight from the very top. Okay, get rid of that, and get rid of wait, I can't see the other one. There we go. All right, so we're starting from the bottom. Sorry, this is a Natura brand almond drink beverage. Again, high in potassium, low in sodium, low in everything else as well. The main point of this, and again, I'm going to be just commentating over at least 80 photographs in terms of nutrition and diet, as well as pricing, purchasing issue, packaging, all that kind of jazz. And this was on sale. That was my main purpose. I also came back from work. I was going to work, sorry. And I realized that, I was actually on time for once. So I went to try and pick it up, and then that made me late. And so I realize now that it was not such a smart decision, but it paid off. It actually was worthwhile. I also did some scouting. You can see that there's some glucerna at the very bottom. This one's a very blurry pic. You can see that, of course, just like the coconut water for $2 a liter. This is for $9 for a 6-pack glucerna. Again, just to stave myself off from sugar. Instead, I give a meal replacement. Now, all of these are on sale. That's the main point here, and that's why I purchased it. Now the glucerna I didn't buy because I was going to work, and I'm not going to lug that thing alongside with me. As opposed to the coconut water, which the almond coconut water I actually wanted to drink at work, and it was easy to lug home. So next we have these chips here, and also on sale. Again, not being very healthy here. I saw these things on sale on a Terralia brand, Irresistibles brand, ketchup and barbecue, and I wanted to test them out. I didn't have any food for dinner, and this is a really bad thing to eat for dinner, but again, I'm trying to work through one of those binge eating, stress eating habits I have, also just not eating the right food. I can say without a fact that I took the bottom here because I wanted to get the grams, so about 150 grams, and I didn't end up buying either of these. I did not buy either of things. Okay, there's a 500 grams potassium there, 430 grams of sodium, and honestly, this would have been slightly better. But again, all chips are just things that are just snack items that you should not eat on a daily basis because high in saturated fat, high in sodium. But these are just slightly better because they have potassium and they also have more fiber. Again, per 50 grams, you can see it's about 4 grams of fiber, 3 grams, sorry. And this one's high in potassium too. The daily intake for potassium is roughly about 4,000 milligrams. So, and sodium is only about 1,500. It should be 1,500, but of course the government doesn't follow those regulations because it's not feasible for the regular population. So they set to 2,000 something. Point is, not that healthy. Now we have the jalapeno chips, which I did purchase, and you can see here, a great deal here. This is 300 grams. And just for $2, and I succumbed to my temptations and I was being a moron, and I purchased it and I bought it. And so if I actually get rid of the photograph, you can see in the desktop on this area right here, the office region A7, old-fashioned potato chips, jalapeno peppers. Now we're going to get to that in a second. Of course, after we get through the photographs, we're going to talk about the logistical work. So and that's when we'll actually move around the room. Okay. So jalapeno peppers, 300 grams, again, trying to capture the sizing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, just a lot of photographs here, trying to capture the branding. A very colorful bag, large bag. And I think that I want to mention I'll probably purchase another one of these bags over the weekend. Again, just me screwing around with my diet. And this is going to cost me big time, I believe, in the future. So, if I can, I should not do that. I should not buy another bag, but most likely I will because it's such a steal deal of $2 for just $2 for 300 grams. Now we move on to the treats. I'm keeping tabs on the time, 7 minutes in, another 7 minutes left to go. So we have these two treats here, orange and red, from my colleagues and co-worker. She might have been having her birthday, so SV, another person who I cherish very dearly. And I don't really know why. Like I said, could it be her wedding anniversary, whatever. You can see the brand is Quality Street, one red, one golden. So these are class 4 items, obviously. Class 4 meaning that they're gifts from fellow colleagues and volunteers and so on and so forth. And of course, I do have them unwrapped. This one's a nice snapshot up close from a good angle. Okay, so I've opened it here, and you can see the kind of, I guess, the relative size. I'm holding it with my finger. That one open, it's just chocolate on the inside, orange flavored. And you can see the filling actually if I get to one of them right here. So this is the red one, and you can see it's like it looks almost like mint, but it's not. It's just a nice sugary filling that what's it? It's kind of like I believe this one is strawberry, and here's the strawberry one opened up, and it's chocolate. Okay, so sweets aside, and now gifts aside, and including groceries put aside, we can take the burst snapshots now. And so here's a burst snapshot of all of the treats from my colleague. And again, this is supposed to be a solution for me to cover fewer photographs within a smaller time frame in order to manage my time properly. But I couldn't do that because these things are just I'm working on automating this, and we'll talk about that in the second live stream today, which is going to happen in probably about half an hour to 20 minutes or so. Again, the groceries here. So you can see basically the point of this was to have a catalog of all these snapshots covered at once. That way I wanted to flick through all of them in detail and I wanted to do too much setup. Unfortunately, today I did not abide by that rule. I ended up actually going through all the photographs just like you saw it just earlier in this live stream. And we're going to continue doing that because these are just great photographs and great items I want to do a one-off of and never touch again, which we will talk about in the second live stream. Basically, I'm not going to go to this supermarket probably ever again on a weekday. And as for any of these items here, they're all kind of it was mostly convenient for me back in the day because to drop by the grocery store, which was a Metro supermarket. That would have been in the past where I volunteered to get groceries for the seniors who I volunteer for. Now, moving on to the side, we don't do that obviously during COVID-19 pandemic situation. So now back to cooking. So I don't need to go to the grocery store anymore, long story short. And that'll save me a lot of a hassle doing all this photography. Now we have today's breakfast. You can just see it's oatmeal, real nice short. I've done this before. But what's new here is obviously I have the banana with the, again, USANA Health Sciences, HEPA Plus, core minerals, and Vita antioxidants. So these are the products I take as well. And there's the, I guess, the, what's the Chipotle brand? What? I can't see the brand, but it doesn't really matter. Bananas, just green bananas. It's not green here because I kept it in my room for 24 hours and it turned all warm. Obviously, because if you've ever done any research, bananas release this potential hormone, not hormone, some sort of like pheromone that helps all the bananas. When you put two bananas together, they ripen quicker than if you put them individually. Anyways, you can see that I put in the oatmeal, right? Broke it up. You can also see the glucerna bottle at the back, so you can get that from Walmart. And of course, the main highlight here is actually in the backdrop. Well, first, I guess we'll cover this. You can see all the banana. Okay, up close, great. Moving on. But the point is, you can see the glucerna behind it is the paper towel that I said I want to move on to today. Move on downstairs, and I managed to do that. This is a good snapshot, high res. But the point is, that paper towel is my own item. One of the things that have been costing me a lot of time is that, and frustration was I would always end up using someone else's paper towels and resources in terms of just paper towels and trivial stuff. I should just get my own. I brought it downstairs. It was inside up here upstairs in this room. You can see the two paper towels scrumpled up, by the way, over there are used to hold the bowl, which you'll see in a second. There is Chiquita brand. Premium, no, not premium, green bananas. So here's the oatmeal. I microwaved it with the glucerna, strawberry glucerna, of course, full meal replacement shake, protein, carbohydrates, vitamins and minerals. And I also took the USANA supplement with it. But the point is, it gets out hot, and I used the microwave to try to, and so with the microwave and all that, you see the paper towel there. I basically held it by its side to try to drag it out of the microwave. Otherwise, it would burn my fingers real bad. And again, you can see it open here. Okay, that's just a lot of this. Different angles. You can see how the time is just getting completely consumed in trivial stuff. We have also the pills on top, the tablets on top of these two, HEPA Plus and Proflavanol C, and C100, I believe. No, it's C200. So there's that too. All right, now for the burst snapshots here. So once again, just something that of a solution that I did not actually use very well. I was supposed to only cover this and not have to cover them in too much detail, but obviously I didn't manage to do that, and that's disappointing, but that is what it is. Moving on, I can see that I only have about a minute left. I probably won't be able to cover everything. Again, more burst snapshots of the oatmeal. Moving on to the next live stream, we'll probably have to cover the lunch. I don't think I can cover it all today. Again, the bananas and oatmeal. And now we have, so this is what we'll cover in the next live stream, I think. You can see here is basically what I made for dinner when I go to my workplace. This sandwich here with chicken bologna and a flaxseed prebiotic bread. Again, really nice angle shots here. But we'll probably have to continue this in the next live stream. And here are the raw ingredients, of course. You can see them up close, the oregano leaves from No Name brand, as well as dehydrated onions and black pepper. Prebiotic bread from Dinfmeyer, I believe that's a German brand. It looks like I may be able to cover most of the photographs here at least. So that's it. We're going to continue off with the rest of these photographs in the next live stream in about 10 minutes. So I'll see you there very soon right here on Ahn Rho's channel. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. 10 minutes.